Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your April general reading. We're going to go ahead and start your reading with the New Orleans Oracle deck. This is for April 2026, by the way. And let's see what energies come through for Aries placements. Okay, Make a Wish card came out. So this month you might be extra happy because some of you have your birthdays in April, and therefore birthdays is always associated with making a wish, blowing out the candles on the cake, and sort of it's a magical month around the birthday because we kind of feeling a little bit different during that time. And as we can see in this card, it's a very wishful card, so therefore if you have any dreams, hopes and wishes, it's a time to manifest those and wish those things, because during that magical time things will actually become real. All right, let's move on to the tarot cards. And let's see what are the general messages for Aries and Aries placements for April 2026. What does, okay, I literally have 3 cards that fell out. So we have the happiness, we have the Ace of Wands here, and we have the Seven of Swords. With these cards, I'm feeling that during the month of April, you're feeling really connected. It's sort of like generational as well, connecting with your parents, connecting with your children if you have any, connecting with your partner, really sort of immersing yourself into the home life, but also like building your family, building your legacy, generational wealth, stuff like that. I mean, pick whatever is more resonating with you, but this is a very happy card. Now we're moving on to Ace of Wands. There is sort of like this new energetical spike coming through. It's more like a passionate start. It could be in anything. Could be a new relationship, could be a crush, or just like a new business venture that makes you really passionate about, like a topic makes you really passionate about this, and you sort of like it's starting a fire in you and you want to like get going, but it's only in the mental right now because it's the Ace of Wands. It's the start of it. So something is getting you going. So perhaps that has something to do with that Make-A-Wish card here. But then we like run into the Seven of Swords, which has a little bit of like a darker vibe. It can be like a thief or a person who does something behind your back. It could be an air sign, an Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. Or you could also have a little bit of like a little devious thoughts yourself. We not necessarily, we cannot actually also see that as a bad card always, because I do have positive cards around this. Therefore, I'm also almost like thinking that maybe you're feeling so good and you sort of like want to get away with less, and sometimes we're just feeling like less is more, so we don't have to do that much. Perhaps that's the feeling here. I don't have more negative feelings because everything else is very positive. All right, let's use these other tarot cards to clarify the originals here for Aries, please. All right, let's see. The Hidden Truth, the Family Portrait, and the Control. So the Hidden Truth with the Family card is perhaps you trying to keep your family separate from your business or from your career, and there is something hidden perhaps about your family that you don't want others to know. You've been keeping it hidden and away from other people. Now, the Ace of Wands is strongly coming through the family portrait, so perhaps that's why the family at first was really important, because now there is a start of something new that is very passionate on your side, that is happening in your family. Any kind of family, I mean, with your parents, with your kids, anything that hidden truth is related to actually here. And then I'm feeling that the Seven of Swords, like this like weird energy that we were talking about earlier, I think it's just yourself trying to control your mind in your heart. You're trying to keep your mind in control and not make like the decisions with your heart, I think. And that's why we're getting like the sneaky behavior. It's sort of like you're not coming off sincere because you're making those decisions with your head only. And perhaps some of the family members might not understand you fully because of that. All right, let's move on to advice. What is the advice for Aries placements for April? Let's see, we have the Devil. So in this situation, I would say that there is definitely some sort of control going on in your head. Perhaps you're putting yourself in this like a headlock a little bit, and you have a lot of, I'm almost feeling like you might be just struggling because you're just overthinking and things are only in your head, and you sort of need to let it go in order to move forward, especially if there's something passionate and interesting starting here. All right, let's see what is the outcome for you, Aries, for the month of April. Outcome for Aries placements. The Lovers, very interesting. The Lovers, I would just say, like, you will be in the relationship by the end of April, but it also could mean a decision. I think, like, by looking at this card here, this signifies some kind of romantic endeavor. Perhaps that's why we are having like the Ace of Wands here. It's a strong need or want to include somebody into your family, perhaps a new partner, introduce them to your family. But there are some sort of thoughts going on. I think you're trying to think with your head too much and not letting your heart, you're not following your heart that much. That's why the Devil's here as an advice. You need to let it go. Alright, Aries, these are your messages for the month of April. I hope this reading resonated, and I will see you next time.